Hi everybody, I hope you are all well. I'm recording this on Saturday rather than Sunday as I usually do, as tomorrow I'm actually going to be celebrating my birthday with my mum and dad. My birthday isn't for another week, but they're going to be on holiday when it is my birthday, so that's why we're celebrating tomorrow. So I'm doing this now, so then it's done, it's out the way, and I don't have to worry about it. And this is a bit of a weird one because I'm here to discuss the book I've been reading this week, but due to issues with reading this book this week, I honestly don't feel that I can review it. It's a first, guys. Sorry, but it's happened. I have been reading The Madwoman's Ball by Victoria Mass, an English translation, as this is a French novel and it is Victoria's debut novel. Now, I picked this up last Sunday and I read for a bit at my mum and dad's house and I thought, oh, okay, yeah, it's an interesting start to this book. Yeah, we'll see how we go. And then I stopped reading. A couple of days pass. I go, right, okay, I really need to crack on with this book. And I realised that I couldn't remember what happened. So I started reading again. So that's the second time I started reading this book. A couple of days ago, it was the third time. And today, it was the fourth time. I have tried to read this book 4 times in 1 week, and I've only read 20 pages. Yeah. And the reason why I feel like I can't do a review is because I've only read 20 pages. No matter how many times, I've tried 4 times now, I cannot get past 20 pages with this book. And I've tried over multiple days throughout the course of a week. I've not just gone, oh, well, I've had a really crap day of reading today, I really can't be bothered, I'm not interested, I'm distracted, kind of thing. I've really tried. You know how I persevere. I get to like 100 pages in and then I think, okay, am I going to carry on with this? Am I not going to carry on with this? I couldn't do it with this book. And so I honest to God, feel like I can't attempt a 5th attempt, guys. I can't do that. And I can't do a review of this book because I've only read 20 pages. So it's not a justification. At least when I have DNF books in the past, I've gone up to like 100, maybe beyond the 100-page mark, and then I've stopped. I've given it a good amount of time for me to explore. Okay, how do they deal with character? How do you deal with plot? How do you deal with scenery? All of that jazz. I can't do it with this book. I can't. And I don't know what it is. Just so you're aware, in case you don't know what this is about, this is set in France in the 1800s at an asylum where each year there is this thing called the Madwoman's Ball. It's an asylum that is for women who have hysteria for one reason or another. But of course, when you look back, as I've discussed in previous book, Mad, Bad and Sad, that in that time, a woman could be put into an asylum for any reason. They didn't have to be ill. It could be because they were an annoyance, or they got into a bit of a fight with someone, so that person called the people from the asylum on them to collect them, that kind of thing. And once you're in, you're in. You cannot really get out. So there are a mixture of patients, some of them who are clearly ill and some who are not. And Louise is one of the patients who is there, and she gets brought in to attend the Madwoman's Ball, which is a ball for basically rich people to hang out with people from the patients from the asylum. Let's not forget throughout history, as we know from Bedlam and such, that it was like a day out, a family day out, to go to the asylum and look at the mad people. It's been seen throughout history all over the world. So having a ball with inmates of this asylum, I could see that probably happening in history. So yeah, I had no problem with that. I had absolutely no problem whatsoever. What I found though was that it was so dull and lifeless and boring. And to be honest, I don't know if it is that Victoria's prose aren't capturing me, or if it's the translation that's not capturing me. Now, obviously, I've never looked at the original text. I've never translated it myself because I'm not, well, I learned French at GCSE, but basically I haven't spoken a word of French since I was, probably 16. I am turning 36 in a week. So that tells you how, if I was presented the French novel, how I would cope with that. So, I don't know how good of a translation this is. But I'm just, I don't know if it is like a really good translation, and it's just Victoria's prose, the way she's decided to write this book, that I'm just not connecting to, or it's the prose in which the translator has translated. Because there are some really kind of like beautiful, elegant lines that flow really lovely, and then there are other ones where it's very like short, stop, it feels a little bit jarring. And the fact that when we open up, we're literally being woken up by Louise being shaken awake. And you're like, oh God, okay, so you're not even going to tell me where I am, what we're doing, it felt very jarring. And I did wonder, now this is no kind of criticism on Victoria or anything, it's just, I did wonder if Victoria's previous career in film might have been an issue here, just because what I mean is that when I was reading those 20 pages, I could very easily visualize, okay, this is how an edited film would look. So we have a shot point of view of Louise being woken up. We have a shot of her going down corridors. We have a shot of her talking. I could literally see the shots by the way that the paragraphs were written. And I'm like, for me, I prefer to see the images in my mind of how I see like the room, and I'll edit it myself in my mind, the different shots between characters. I don't want to necessarily be told what those shots are. I know that sounds very, very weird, but it's the way that my mind works. I just kind of felt like Victoria was pumping for the visual, but the actual plot and stuff just didn't, it wasn't grabbing me, guys. It really, really wasn't. So much so, I feel like I can't review this book. This is a first. This is a first. I can't do it, guys. I can't. And there are characters in this who it has notes like, like 1, 2, 3, etc. And the note listing is in the back, and she does explain in these notes that these are real life people in French history and who they were, and also some things of what names mean, that kind of thing, which were helpful. They really were. So I am very thankful for that. But yeah, probably flicking to the notes section was the most kind of like enjoyment as I had reading this book. And I feel terrible saying that, but if something is just not working, it's not working. And I tried so many times, 4 times, guys, 4 times. I tried to read this book and I just could not do it. So because of that, I've decided to put this book down. I'm not even going to do my standard questions about it. I'm not going to do a full review of it because I can't do it. I can't review something on 20 pages. It is a 211 page book. I think it was 211. I will absolutely check that for you just to be sure. Yes, 211 page book. So I got to 20 pages in. So a decent amount of this book, if if you can describe it like that, a tenth of the book. But for what it actually was saying, what actually happened, not much happened. And it was just kind of, the characters were just kind of there. I just didn't know who they were, and it was just really quite dull. So I have to put this down, guys. I really have to put this down. I'm sorry, I can't say any more. There are loads of really good reviews of this out there. When I looked on Goodreads though, it only had 3.5 stars, which I found very interesting. And it kind of looks like it's like a Marmite book. You either love this or you hate this. And I'm on the hate side, guys. It's happened, but at least I haven't gone, right, I'm just trying this once and then I'm not getting past page 20, so therefore I'm kicking this to the curb. I have tried again and again and again, and it's just not working for me. So I'm going to say bye-bye to The Mad Woman's Ball by Victoria Mass. And yeah. Now there is a film version of it, I have found out this morning, a French film which was released last year. I just literally know that. I read some blurb about it on Wikipedia this morning. I haven't looked at a trailer or anything like that, so I don't know. Even if there's a trailer out there probably is. If I find one, I'll put it in the description. But yeah, it's not a film I'm going to be interested in watching anytime soon, given that I couldn't get through the original story, and given that I didn't get far into the original story, to be honest, I don't think I even got to where the plot began. So I'm not going to comment on what the plot of this story was and how well it was written or driven or whatever, because I didn't get there. But there we go. So those are my thoughts on The Mad Woman's Ball by Victoria Mass. I know this is a very weird review, very short, sharp review, but yeah, if I've tried over again and I can't even get to the point where the plot begins, it's not going to work for me. So bye-bye to The Mad Woman's Ball. If you read this book, I'd love to know what you think. Leave a comment in the comments box below. Give a thumbs up, thumbs down, entirely to you, let you decide. I'll be back with my thoughts on my next book, which is Where the Curtain Falls. Not where. When the Curtain Falls by Carrie Hope Fletcher, which I'm really looking forward to. I follow Carrie on various social media, and she's published, I think it's about 6 or 7 fiction books and 1 non-fiction book now. But I've never read one, and she's a theatre actress, so I had to get one of her books that is set in a theatre. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And yeah, I'll be back with my thoughts on that as soon as I am done. And yeah, I'm looking forward to my meal out tomorrow with my mum and dad to celebrate my birthday. It's going to be awesome. I'll see you then. Bye.